So in my last lecture, I started with AAA. Okay. And then we saw AAA authentication, that is authentication, authorization, and accounting, that is AAA. In that we saw how console access was done through telnet, http, ssh. Okay. So all the management or administrative access are configured by AAA. Okay. So today we'll see how to do AAA. Okay, at present we don't have TechX server or ADS server or ICE integrated with this. We'll see the ICE integration and ICE topology later on. We'll see with the local database today. So last time also I showed you with the local database only how to do the administrative access. So the topic is AAA. Hello. Please mute yourself. I hope all of you can see the screen. I started my sharing of screen. Okay. Start with ASA. So R1 is working. Five and six, and then ASA R1, R2, and R7. Show IP INT brief. ASA is starting. So I was telling you about authentication last time. Who are you? Username and password. What you can do. This is like authorization. You can say what privileges you have. Hello. What you did now, accounting means always billing. I told you last time also billing. So we did this management of ASA where we saw that if you connect your ASA with serial, if you do telnet, if you do SSH, if you do HTTP, my ASA is going to ask for authentication with the help of local database, and the local, this is called local database, where you can specify the administrative username, password and privilege levels also. Show run AAA. Date and time is correct now. I don't know, it is showing clock is unsynchronous. Anyway,
Which iOS you are using?
hmm?
Which iOS? The ASA?
This is like 9.1 bracket 5. Yeah, actually I have latest iOS also, but the only thing is uh, this iOS I am having license for active failover and context, because
But in
other
my
word.
iOS 917, the
Okay.
either channel is not working, the commands. 917,
Which,
915,
which command?
the either channel.
Okay. Ether channel commands are not working.
No.
9.1 bracket 7.
Yeah, 9.1.7. 917.
Okay, I need to check it.
Okay.
Only Ether channel or rest? And what about the licensing? Have you checked it?
No, it is showing the no active licenses.
Yeah,
The
that's
ASAV is not licensed. It is
that
showing.
only, no, because see this this ASA which I have, this iOS, no, is having license. That is why I can show you practical of failover. In failover, I will show you active standby, and stateful also. And at the same
In
time,
my,
yeah,
yeah, this one actually active standby failover it's working.
okay,
But the either channel that command is not there.
yeah.
What error you are getting there? Could you tell us like what
No,
exactly
no error
error?
actually. The command itself, no, the commands are not coming in that. The
Okay,
either
okay, okay.
channel.
Command
The
itself
port
is
channel,
not
if
okay.
we are configuring that port channel, no,
Okay.
the command
Okay.
itself is not coming.
Hmm. But it is 9.1, no?
9.1.7, even I have a 9.8 also. I
There
have
also,
the, yes,
there also,
yes, 9.8.
there also the command
Nine
is not
eight.
working.
No, 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 not working.
Okay, okay. I'll just check it.
Okay.
I don't want to change this IS because see, I told you, no, this is having license. Otherwise, all my virtual ASs now they don't have license. Like I have uh other license also, other virtual images also. Okay, like 9.7. This one is also there. 9 point. This is the actual ASA now working. Okay.
971 971 won't work it.
Huh?
I tried that also. 971.
Not
It's not
working.
working. No.
Okay. Okay. Because on the rack also we have virtual firewalls. There
Okay.
also we can start the rack next session and we'll see virtual firewall what these commands are supporting or not. We'll see in the on the rack basically. Let's see on the rack. Okay, next session.
Okay.
So now I was just telling you that you don't have to do AAA new model. You can just put a command AAA and then you can tell what you are looking for authentication. In authentication also you have serial. When you put a question mark, you have to specify this keyword console. Specify this keyword to identify a server group for administrative authentication. Compulsory. And then you have to specify in capital local. Okay. So username Khan, password. I think that day I didn't save it. If I go out, this is my console. I have not set enable password. Okay. Who's going to do HSS? SSH? So now you see this SSH is now using this username and password because I said so SSH session.
Munawar,
Yes.
I have one query. Why it is showing from inside as well as from outside? Means this mode. What is the meaning of that mode? Like in and out.
In and out.
Mirza,
Actually,
Mirza has taken the access from inside networks, right?
yeah, yeah.
And Shiva has taken access from the outside. So why it is showing there like in and out?
In no, actually, what happened? No, when you do SSH,
Okay,
SSH is what secure shell algorithm, secure shell protocol.
okay,
Like Telnet and SSH, both are application as well as protocol. No, where
right,
you have a server and client.
right,
So one device is acting like a server and one
okay,
device is acting like a client. So client
okay,
is trying to access the server through SSH protocol,
okay,
and their communication channel or their communication has to be safe. And for that you have generated keys, na?
okay.
Crypto keys.
Yeah, cryptocurrency, RSA key.
Yeah. So it is their communication which is inbound and outbound. It is not the interface direction. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. That is why it is showing in out.
But thank you.
Something is related to the encryption algorithm.
Okay,
Okay. We are using now SSH version 2. In that, this is the crypto key generated, that is advanced encryption standard 128-bit.
oh, got
So
it.
that is not related to the interface direction. Okay.
Okay,
So okay. So same thing you can do it for HTTP also. At present we need to do certain things to do HTTP. Like we need to connect this. We need to see that this the machine IP address, everything has to be from the same network. That we can do. We'll try it. 1 minute. Huh? Uh, 0, 1. I'm just trying to connect this to my laptop. Okay, ASA through GUI. My wireless adapter is having 0.105. 189. The thing is, we'll be having traffic that is going from inside to outside, and or the traffic from the branch is going to enter inside, and we want authentication scheme to be applied. Anytime R3 or R4 try to goes on internet to visit some server, I want all this information should be taken care with the help of authentication by ASA. That means this process is called cut through proxy. What is cut through proxy? Cut through proxy. The term is cut through proxy. That means whenever R3 try to hit Google or any server internally also, like he's trying to visit DMV or trying to visit Google. So his request whenever comes to ASA, ASA will stop him, get himself authenticated. During that time, he might also bring Google with him, like, access is ready. Only thing is, once he authenticated, he will immediately get connected to Google. Same way, he is trying to visit the server. Immediately, whenever he comes to request for the server to ASA, ASA will immediately ask him for the authentication. Then only he'll be allowed to go to server. Same case, if this fellow try to visit the server, he has to first authenticate himself. and then only visit the server. So all these things will be taken care by whom? By the server. That is AAA server. And who is AAA server now? Who is acting at AAA server now? At present ASA with the local database. Just wait, let it start.
What is your laptop configurations?
My laptop configuration.
Yeah, because it's running very smoothly.
Oh,
Still, I'm working on GNS.
yeah.
And
Actually, this is Legion laptop with very good high like it. This is a gaming laptop actually. Lenovo Legion laptop,
okay,
and the
okay,
processor, and it is having 256 this thing SSD hard disk also inside this.
course.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
8 GB of RAM. Okay, but the processor and the graphic card is more powerful. i7
Mm-hmm.
8755 CPU.
It's
The
entire.
graphic card is more powerful. Yeah. If I add
Yeah.
8 GB more, no, it is having a 64 GB capacity. Full gaming laptop. This is
And what would the yeah, and what would the cost of this laptop?
86,000
It's
something.
around like something.
86,000.
Oh, which which is very high for me now at
Yeah,
this present.
yeah.
Mhm.
Now uh, the process. Now they have updated version also with 16 GB RAM. Okay, so
Okay.
this is like quite stable with like lot of this thing kind of a server holding you can say.
Mm.
For games and
Right.
all.
The
Yes.
gaming laptop is good for this virtual environment.
Yeah, actually, they bought some laptops like office people. They bought some laptops. So one guy suggested that this laptop is like working very nicely. He bought this after doing some research for running CCIE and like routing switching topology. He was running many routers and many switches on this, like CCIE routing switching topology just before the lab change. So he found that all the labs, all the routers were working very smoothly on this, like without any issues. So he suggested better we buy this. So the company bought it and gave it to 3, 4 people. Almost all the trainers got this laptop. But it is nice, really nice. The fan, everything, the power supply is very like robust. Never hangs basically.
Good.
So laptop is good or the desktop is good?
If you go for desktop, then desktop I think you should go for then i7. But problem is like for desktop you can't carry also. Like this is laptop I can carry anywhere and sit and practice the lab.
No, not in terms of the feasibility, like the carrying or something. In terms of the working performance, which is good, the laptop
In
or the
that case, you
desktop.
have to, if you are really looking, then you have to buy at least a little bit of server platform. Like
So
I did now at my home, I did one machine for only box 36,000 something. i7 9 no i5 9 generation processor I took. 256 SSD hard disk, 16 GB of RAM, and processor 9 generation. 9 generation i5 processor is very good. It's similar to i7 6th generation or something. The performance is very good. So only box cost me 36,000. Box means motherboard, hard disk, 1 terabyte, 16 GB RAM, and graphic card. Graphic card is not so good, like 3500 card, but it's
Okay.
working good. I tried the Eve on that also. Okay. If the budget is good, then you can go for i7. But someone tested i5 9th generation processor. He said the i5 9th generation is also very good with motherboard of gigabyte. Intel processor, motherboard gigabyte, and go for SSD hard disk. If you go for SSD hard
Okay.
disk, now the booting up part is very high, very good, and always you should keep it free. Free means like um, don't keep more files. Like normally I avoid having. Let's say now C partition is free. Okay, D is 1 TB normal hard disk, but C is 256 GB SSD. So SSD helps you to make things flow faster. Everything is like it's not just RAM and processor. The file processing also makes sense. So go for SSD if you can. If the budget is, you can at least go for 256 for at least operating system. RAM minimum 16 GB minimum. Okay. So I'm going to add
Okay.
one more chip here, 8 GB chip in this laptop. So show run AAA. Now the question is, what happens when people from inside try to reach outside on internet? How they are going to get authenticated by the firewall? Okay. So I need to create a policy for all the incoming traffic from the outside and all the outgoing traffic from the inside, or all the incoming or outgoing from outside to DMZ or inside to DMZ. Accordingly, I have to create a policy. So what I'm going to say, AAA authentication match. I'm going to match a policy with this, which says anyone try to access from this particular network to this particular network. See that you ask for authentication, and if you are asking for authentication, see that you go with the local database. Okay. So first you need to create a policy. So I am creating a policy, access list, say authentication policy, permit, IP. Okay. Or if I am not giving him, see this policy where I am telling IP, that doesn't mean that he is going to get full access. The access depends on the normal policy which I have given to him. Okay, like for example, if I go here and say show run access list, see already I am having a policy where I am telling that anyone who try to access this object server 1 for telnet www echo all those stuff. Remove this time range. Hello. One minute. I don't know why it's lagging. I'm just shutting this down for 1 minute. Once again, I'm restarting. So R1 and R2 started. Start this switch. R7. Something went wrong. I just add you ASA. Okay, so now we have to configure once again interface E0 IP address 20.1.1.1 no asset mini security level 50 route outside 00 pinging so both the servers pinging LAN host pinging 172.16.10.1 10.2 okay R7 pinging activate SSH username password Cisco English AAA. Now I'm going to create one access list which says for authentication permit IP. I'm telling all the traffic from 172.16.10.0 try to reach server. Okay, all the traffic from 172 try to reach server. Now I'm going to create one normal access list or policy which will allow TCP traffic from 172.16.10.0 on 10.1.1.0 equal to 23 equal to 21 equal to 80 equal to 443 and then also echo that is ICMP and then I apply it the command access group out underscore in interface outside. So let's see if this fellow can do telnet too. Yeah. We last time removed the routes because we did some NAT. So just add IP route, go to IP route, go to Okay. Show access list. I'm not getting hits also. So what is the mistake? We need to troubleshoot. Out in
from source, from source, from which source it is taken.
R7 is the source. R7 is show IP INT 172.16.10.2. He can go up to having a route. Sorry, he's a host.
Yeah.
We go to first his gateway. He's a host. And gateway is reachable or not? That is important. Now we did OS anyway. So I'll remove it. No route outside 00 router OSPF 1 network 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0 area 0. So what about R1? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, actually my net was off for some time. 1 minute. Hello? 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 Can you hear me? All of you? Hello?